consciously eating.
Alright, here we go. Next video and next show match game. So we have Python and Hody. Nothing changed there. Of course, we have the same players when it's a show match, right? Duh. Um, but yeah, I mean, after Holy's impressive showing, let's see what we will have in the second map. Thing is, like in a series, I always wonder if we will see the same openings. Like, for example, the radar opening is very solid, and I think people play it because it is so good and has so much. Like, there's no clear counter except one cheese, and you can scout for that. So, when you open raiders or like house Rex at 9 supply, like the usual opening, you can actually take the worker who's finishing the Rex and begin scouting around in the nearest vicinity. And there should be a workshop. If there's no workshop, um, it's pretty much an even game. You are either ahead or you already have like a good position, which is at least equal. And so in my mind, I think that when you have like the top level players in Little Wargame and they play each other in a series of games and something is on the line, then like everyone or every player should play this opening, right? Because it's just the best. Um, but here we may see something different, and it looks like both players actually going for a house castle opening. Ah, interesting. Okay, so both players going for house castle here. Um, yeah, well, that's not as exciting to cast in the beginning of games. Um, Usually you have an advantage over your opponent, but in this case, like both players doing the same, so it's like a mirror match. We see slightly different locations for the buildings, but that's fine. On ice cold, at some point you want to put a house here, here, or here, like around this area, to block this path off, and then you have this little gate with your workers. So below here should be ideally 3 houses, right? And then like you can put a workshop here or the advanced workshop or something. So in the future nobody can just drop catapults here to shoot down on your workers. But this is pretty standard opening so far. Locations, I like the locations from Python because it gives him more space. But I think it's also exposing a bit. Like you cannot put a tower here and cover all, like the worker line and the dens. Whereas with Holy you can actually do that when you put a tower here. It covers both. So I think I don't like Pythons more. It just looks, I don't know, better because it's tucked away in this little corner. But yeah, he put the castle a bit too close to the choke, so there's not enough space for two dens, whereas Holy was able to do that. Yeah, Holy decides to keep the wolves at home, which is not ideal. Usually you want your wolves to at least one of the wolves should run over, like Python is doing it. So Python here showing that he's a bit more experienced with Beast, I think. And I know Holy playing around with a lot of mech and rack stuff. So he's in this little weird tryout phase everyone goes through, seeing what's his most favorite faction is in Little War Game. But he will at some point realize that mixing, like that you have like all the possibilities and you just mix according to what your opponent is doing, and you try to win the game by either forcing your opponent to react to your things or react to what your opponent is doing and countering it. But yeah, let's see. For wolves versus 3, I would run home, and Holy's doing so. Very good, right call. We see 3 more wolves here. but besides that, everyone is just building workers for now. We see no more dens, no third base, no nothing. No, as I say it, Python is putting down the third base, which is the right call, by the way. Again, he shows that he's a bit more experienced with Beast. Holy, on the other hand, is fine with 2 base actually, and he goes for dragons. So now what I want Holy to do is not let anything into his main base, meaning put something here, as I said earlier, or kind of take your workers and walk them over and block the way here. But maybe that's why he's keeping the wolves here, the 3 wolves, to block this path in case there's a wolf trying to run in. Anyways, Holy finds out about the third base location from Python. Python, without scouting anything, it gets an advanced workshop. I guess he maybe wants to drop the wolves. It will help with dealing with the dragons, obviously, because the ballistas coming out of this building as well. One of the workers is attacked already, and Python should, send it back, but it's too late, it's dead. But the castle finished, so now you can transfer worker over. He has not enough wolves currently to deal with Holy, but Holy is deciding to send him home for some reason. So he just goes home. I don't really understand it, because I think from the units tab we can see that there are, he has twice the amount of wolves, and Holy is just, I'm going home, bye bye. And he just gives up the map control and anything. Okay, okay, so the first wolves gone back to bring the other wolves, so they don't get lost on the way. Okay, that's the reason. So okay, perfect, I got it. So yeah, now he comes back, and I guess he will attack the third base location. But I think into the workers now, that's not the best idea. And with 11 to 15 wolves, I mean, let's see who has the better micro, right? Oh, nice. No, it wasn't a surround. I thought it was a surround. Yeah, that was not too successful. So Python now is on 3 base, getting ready for dragon as well. So Holy here playing a 2 base dragon and then getting a third, and Python playing a 3 base dragon with a very early advanced workshop for some reason, and now he's not doing anything with it. Like, why would you get it? I mean, he doesn't know about the dragons, okay, but you want to at least get your airship now, right? You want to take some wolves, put them in the airship, and then fly them over, drop them here. Right now would be the perfect timing. And since the advanced workshop is finished since a good 2 minutes or something, the workshop, like, could have already been of great value. And yeah, now he runs into a surround and he doesn't even find out about the third, right? Yeah, it's not enough. He's not near enough. But I mean, when you get surrounded and there are wolves waiting, you kind of can tell that there's a third base, right? Okay. I mean, both going for dragons. Python with 4 dens, where we have on Holy side only 2 dens. So just production-wise, Python should take this game. 2 dragons coming out. We have 1 tower at the third. No towers somewhere else. And Python getting supply stuck very often. I think that's a common common occurrence with Beast players. I noticed that myself when I play Beast, and I'm getting supply stuck a lot. Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but the wolves are produced so fast that you actually have to add constantly new houses. And right now Python is exactly doing what I do, just going up to 100, like in buckets, you know? You build 2 houses at the same time somehow. And then, yeah, that's it. Yeah, Python attempting again to scout something. So he's still not sure if there's a third or not. Maybe he already checks for the 4th base, but then you want to check this corner as well. Okay, okay, he will find out that there is a 3rd base now, but he still doesn't know about the dragons, and we have already 4 dragons coming, and 4 dragons are fucking scary, man. 4 dragons are scary. I mean, there is a tower, and we have some snakes, but Yeah, everything else is not guarded. We have no tower here. We have a snakes, of course, snake charmer for stings, and but we still have no tower in the main. So there is nothing keeping Holy's dragons out of this natural and the main. And yeah, and Python puts down the tower right in front of the dragons. That was unfortunate. But yeah, gets killed. And now he puts down towers, right? Now he puts down towers. No, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, yeah, hold position and be good. Okay, 5th dragon. Where's the 6th one? There's the 6th one. So 6 dragons are on the map for Holy. He's just striking earlier. We see no towers, but we see animal testing labs. Yeah, and Python he just doesn't care. Okay, now he makes hold position, starts mining in the 3rd again. Still no tower anywhere, no ballista, no nothing. The unit's getting killed, which spawn, okay. And we see that he's counter-attacking actually. But there's so many wolves, I doubt that that's doing anything really. I mean, the concave is okay, but you're losing all your workers here. First dragon coming out for Python now. He's producing workers. Yeah, but this fight is not going in the right direction here. Like, Python cannot get in. Like, he should try to get in and park your snakes here, have the wolves in front, and then you wait until everything is dead for Holy. That would be a way in. But now your snakes are exposed. You want to not have them in front. That's exactly the other way around. Okay, now he eats a lot of wolves here. That's great. And Holy for some reason attacks the neutral buildings here. And yeah, I mean, this... Yeah, there's nothing to really deal with the dragons. Like, even if a ballista now comes out, you need all the workers already around it and repair it. And there's still no towers, no nothing. The animal testing labs obviously don't do anything now. Yeah, but Python kind of wins the fight here. But I think, yeah, with more dens now and the workers as well. I mean, there is something coming, and the dragon is coming over as well. So maybe if the dragon goes into the main... Yeah, but there are 2 new dragons, and if they stay at home, they just win here. There's another dragon, but this one will go down if Python doesn't take it away. No, it's gonna die. Okay, now it's flying away. That's good, but I think it's still dead, right? Yeah, too late. Little too late. Yeah, Holy evacuating his natural. And now we have like 2 fights. One going up here, but it's not really a fight anymore. I mean, there are 2 drakes. They will kill this 1 dragon from Python, and then they will kill the snakes. And after that, they have like no problem, like 4 dragons now. And they will definitely deal with everything Python has here. So this is hold. And yeah, there's nothing here to be able to deal with the 8 dragons we have on this side. Not even this tower is enough now. And all the workers in the natural are already dead. And yeah, Python now really struggles here. Still, I mean, okay, the advanced workshop was killed by the dragons, I guess. Yeah, now the tower gets killed and then all the workers will die. And in the main we see there's still the push from Python, but killing the dragons then is too late now. I mean, the game is pretty much lost now. Not sure why Python didn't really react to the dragons. Towers could have been in this position, like at the main and the natural, like 1 tower and then you produce a ballista. And you can push anyways. Like, why not do both at the same time? But yeah, so many dragons now out here. In fact, how many dragons are there? 14 dragons. Holy moly. 14 dragons. Yeah, there's no no way to win this one. And we see now in mining, Holy is ahead already. And yeah. I guess we will see the GG from Python real soon. I mean, he still has workers, right? But he's on 60 gold now. This is still not cancelled the castle. Not sure what he's doing. I mean, the push from Python would have been scary, really. With some fortifications at home. Yeah. And I think Python could have just get 1 wolf in, confirm there are dragons, And then just get, like, he had an advanced workshop. There were two options to go through. So either get a ballista very early and scout the dragon dance, or get an airship, get six wolves in, ferry it over and drop them. So yeah, I think the follow up was not perfect. So the middle game plan for Python was not there. I think he was more. He's in the stage where you think while you play, and you don't really have a clear game plan in mind when you start the game. Obviously, that needs to change to reach the next skill level, I would say. So be like adamant about what you want to do, especially if you have like a mirror match where Holy, when Holy started the game, he was like, okay, I will open Juden Castle, fast castles thing, and then I will do dragons on 2 base. So for Holy, that was like the clear game plan, and Python had this game plan where he was like, okay, I would try to just get economically ahead with 2 dens and the fast castle opening. And then he was like, well, I'm not ahead now because we both are on 2 base and we kind of did the same opening. So I take a third map. I take a third base, and that's fine. That's fine. But you need to know that the follow up for that is to get info. And yeah, that was not there. But anyways, was GG. Let's see what the next game brings.